Free racing pigeon tips and lots of info. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, look at the links and email below. The pink rosy color we look for on a pigeon's keel is an indication of how the blood is circulating and not a form. It shows good health, but I have seen birds win with scaly keels, cold feet etc. But as the year progresses, and the hotter weather comes in, then all your birds should have cling film, pink skin and warm feet. Hold the birds upside down and clear the feathers from the keel. The skin should be rosy pink, like your lips. If the flesh is blue, the bird was overspent on the last race and is in no shape to fly again so soon. If the flesh is white or near yellow, the bird is most likely fat or nowhere near coming in form. These birds should be exercised and road trained. Do not send them to the race, they will be a waste of your money. A keel that is not bright pink or has scales are not good. Muscle changes. Color change, cramping. The pectoral muscles of pigeons with air sac disease turns from rose pink to blue. This reflects the decreased ability of the air sac to provide oxygen to the working muscle. My opinion is that any bird with a bluish muscle should not be sent to the race irrespective of the cause of the blue muscle. The fit, healthy pigeon has a rose-pink pectoral muscle. The muscle becomes hard along the length of the keel bone in birds with air sac disease. This is actually tying up or the aftermath of cramping. Birds with muscles like this must not be sent to the race, irrespective of the cause of the cramping. Birds with air sac disease fail to blow out. The muscle deflates along the borders of the keel bone and fanciers find it difficult to blow out the muscle with methods which have worked well in the past. This phenomenon is described in detail in the 1995 Superhealth video. The keel of the healthy fit pigeon should be white rather than pink. The pink keel is seen in birds with air sac disease. Form in general. If you have ever studied powerlifting, training is designed to allow an athlete to peak his performance on the day or just shortly before the day of competition. This is what we try to accomplish with racing pigeons. Our goal is to ship our birds to a race when they are at their best to fly this race. In combination with form and condition, we are also trying to send them with motivation within our racing systems to put them in the best psychological condition for the race. This chapter covers form. How to identify it and how to create it and how to keep birds in form for the longest period of time. How to recognize form. Many fanciers have many definitions of what to look for in determining form. Read as much material as you can and soon you will get an idea of what form in your loft looks like. Here is my list of how to identify form. Health. First and foremost, your racers need to be healthy. Look for signs of good health to include bright and clear eyes, snow-white wattles, and their feet and feathers should be free of any fecal matter. The bird should have plenty of plume. The bird should feel corky in your hand. A heavy bird needs lots of road training and is being fed way too much. It's an easy calculation to know that every bit of extra weight will require energy to propel this pigeon through the air. Do not send fat pigeons. This is a waste of money. Vitality. The bird should be lively in the loft and when flying. Lively does not mean excited and knocking about. Lively means it should carry itself with vitality. A bird that is listless or looks tired, probably still is tired or is not in shape. Feather quality in the blood. I do not send a bird when he has primary flights in the blood. When studying the molt, you will notice that when a bird is growing a new flight feather, there is a period where the quill grows out and is full of blood. In this stage, an injury to the quill could be very bad for the bird. During this time, the health of the bird has a very direct impact on the quality of the new flight. I believe it is not good to ship birds when they are in this stage. There will be another chapter on molting, but old birds are best raced before the fifth flight has been dropped. There are systems to control the molt. Psychological state, motivation, confidence. A bird should have the right psychological state. There are two elements to psychological state. First is the psychological state within the loft. My term for this is motivation. If flying natural, the bird should have a mate. If the mate was lost the week prior and this bird has not remated, it is probably a waste of time to ship him/her. A bird should be shipped when he can fly his/her best race. If flying widowhood, the routine used prior to shipping must be implemented. Birds need to have motivation to race to their full capabilities. The second element of psychological state is confidence. A bird coming off a good week who is still in form can go back to the races. A bird who is a day or two late must be retrained with remedial road training. It's about giving them confidence so they can push on and fly their hardest. If they continually get beat into the ground with tough races and are not given time to recover, they will lose the will to race. A bird who has done well as a few short races can jump to the long races. A bird who has not done well at the short should not be jumped into the long. Just as training is about building confidence, racing is about building confidence as well.